Hello guys, this is Dr. Professor Spirit here, and I will be showing you a regular game I had that was actually pretty awesome. You'll see why at the end. I won't try to give it away why it's pretty awesome. It's like a milestone in my Earth Spirit career, let's just say that. And boy did I pick a good team to do it against. They have... Okay, well they got an interesting lineup of heroes. Oh yeah, if you saw me drop that Remnant, like that one right there, just to make this puck nervous, because I already did 2 pulls, as you can see, and if I drop one, I know he's edgy to my Remnant drops, but I also want to kind of like desensitize him to him. I mean, I always pull right away anyway, but I just want him to think like some of these aren't actually going to be pulls, which is just a little bit of mind games. I don't know if he actually thinks that, but it's something I try to do because it's really helpful. Yeah. Well, Puck, yeah, so Puck's not a really big deal, because if you're fast with your Remnant drops, he's not going to be able to, what's his move called? That lets him, I can't remember. I can't click on him now, because I don't feel like changing from perspective. But yeah, whatever move that lets him just, like, warp out of time real fast, and then go back, like, into the game. He doesn't usually get that off, and then I can just silence him and just smack away while he can't use that move again. So I like to start my attacks on Puck with silence for that reason, because it's fast and effective. But yeah, as far as their team lineup goes, let's look at it. We got Silencer. You know, he can be kind of a problem because you're a big caster, but he doesn't stop your Remnants. So you know, that's something, right? Then we got Night Stalker. Night Stalker's just a big ass tank when you're on Earth Spirit. That's all he really is. He can chase you down, sure. I mean, otherwise I haven't really had too much of a problem with him. I'll just get an item to counter him if I need to, like if he's being really annoying. And then we got Storm Spirit. You know, my brother is kind of annoying. He's not as bad as Ember Spirit. Storm Spirit's more of a lockdown hero, while Ember Spirit's more of a damager hero, if that makes sense. And Earth Spirit's kind of like the medium between the two. So I miss a roll, but I still want to beat him up because I have double damage, right? So yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. That's not why this video is so important. But as far as Anti-Mage goes, Anti-Mage can kind of annoy you. He can like wear you out throughout the battles because you don't like especially if you do choose to get mana boots, because it only regenerates every 40 seconds. And usually, like, I don't know, that just seems pointless to me later. But I don't know. If you like mana boots, go for it. Especially against like a anti-mage, though, I would not get the boots if he's trying to focus you down. Now this Puck was doing some little fancy maneuvers, and I'm like, okay, I see how it is. Well, I got my bottle before I even used any of my potions, which is usually the case, actually. I like rushing battle as soon as I can. And I usually end up with some spare tangos, which I toss to a teammate or something like that if they have no heals. But also I've had plenty of times where I have no tangos left and kind of low in health by the time my bottle gets to me. Like, just depends on how aggressive their play is. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to be a pretty short game too. Like it's 38 minutes total. It started about like at 5 minutes, so you can ignore half of it. They said it was a 32-minute match, so you know it's going to be a pretty fast-paced one, hopefully. I don't remember this match too much because I had my first game of the day, and I can't quite remember because it's rather late at night now, and I played like 2 matches between this and then, and yeah, stuff happened. But you can also see I'm not Dr. Professor Spirit in this video, I'm Joseph, so I should probably introduce myself as, hey guys, it's Joseph Manana. But yeah, the only difference is Joseph's on my account where I do play a lot of other heroes, but I still always like Earth Spirit's definitely a fallback. Like, why? Like, I have no reason why I wouldn't use Earth Spirit, kind of thing. He's a great counter to a lot of team compositions because he can just control the fight, so he's just really useful to have usually. But lately I've been playing with not too good of people, so I've had to go some like carries, not the noob carries, but you know, still some pretty difficult to use heroes, but still carry with them. But in this game, you know, I could just Earth Spirit because their team comp just works so well for my Earth Spirit because I could just effectively damage all of them equally. Maybe Silencer's the only one who'd give me trouble, really, that I'd say would give me trouble. I've never really had problems with an anti-mage. Like I mean, they can kill you, but they like aren't too big of a deal. Night Stalker's just a big ol' bucket of HP in my opinion. And when you're an Earth Spirit, Puck is like, you fart on Puck. Puck does not handle you well. Like, I don't know, like if you have Taco Bell the night before, you could probably kill a Puck just using that. Speaking of killing Puck, yeah, he's kind of dead. Oh, you used that. Excellent. Guess what's ahead of you? Oh, one more safety one. Did I need that? No. But I usually count to 4 or 5 to drop another one, and I try to gauge their health off of 4 and then drop it on 5. But if I feel like they're about to get out of range, I'll drop it, you know. Because it's like, how long is the regen? It's 6 seconds. I was just making sure. Because I was making sure it doesn't go with leveling. But you have that 6 seconds. I usually drop it on the 5th one because waiting till 6 is risky in my opinion. The best is when you wait till 5.5. But I've had it like run out when I've tried that. So I usually stick with you know, a 5 count before I drop. And now I'm up here trying to see if I can help Doom at all. Doom was having trouble for a bit. Like I know he and who was it? Who was top with him? Oh yeah, Lifesteal was just farming, and that he and Doom were having some difficulties. If you don't get the silence off on anti-mage, he will blink though. Same thing with like a faceless void. It'd be smart to stun him, stun a faceless void first, and then try to silence him. And then, like when you're chasing him down later, you come across the remnant that you punch to stun him. I've actually used that quite a bit. I'm gonna. Oh, he denied me hard, but I still refreshed it, and I still got the magnetize off of the creeps. I ended up punching a creep by accident, which, you know, didn't help. So I didn't get either one of those kills, but let me go into free camera real fast to show you half health. He was like probably down to here when he started tangoing, I'm guessing. So it definitely scared them, and not all ultimates are meant to kill. Shoot, am I on my perspective? There we go. Okay. Player perspective. Look at that awesome creep focuser. Yeah, I actually forgot. I forgot they had a player perspective thing on my first few of these videos, so I apologize for that. Makes it less interesting. This is making it hopefully more interesting. Okay. So I see Doom just getting like spank-doogled up here, and I'm like, yeah, I might want to help him. Lifesteal was like, yeah bro, I'm farming. I'm like, okay, I get you. I'm just gonna walk near you, make you feel guilty, you know? Actually, no, I just didn't want to be caught in a possible... I don't want them to see me, to put it bluntly. I got my ultimate, I got 3 remnants, I'm feeling kind of secure. We got two more heroes with me. I feel like I can do this. I was going to say Lifestealer could jump in me, but Lifestealer didn't have his infest move at this point, I don't think. So I'm just running up, nobody cares. They just let me drop it. And I infect all of them, and I'm really happy about that. I wanted to get that, yeah, I don't know how that didn't refresh. Yeah, I was so, like, distracted about why that didn't, like, reinfect, anti-mage with the, well, I mean, not reinfect, what's the word for it?
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Does it have the word? Rebuff, there we go. I don't know why it didn't rebuff the effect on anti-mage right there. So I was just so distracted I didn't realize Silencer died, and I punched him into the tree line anyway. And you see my build on the right. You can get that build if you just look at my Steam profile on Dr. Professor Earth Spirit, and just go to the build, subscribe to the build, and then you go to your library when you get into Dota, and then click on builds, and then you can get it there. That is if you want it. I like the build. I put some time into it. I tried to explain everything as well as I could in the on the items. Also, I got some jokes in there for you guys. But I see Lifestealer die. I'm like, Lifestealer dies, but then we could. He doomed Night Stalker. So I'm just here derping around like, oh, derp, 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 derp.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get the silence off. He tethered me, and I didn't want to do too much because of the tether. But I had that biggity old Doom just walking around like looking all terrifying and whatnot. Luckily for me, their Silencer wasn't doing too much damage, and they didn't have the Anti-Mage. The Anti-Mage tried to push mid while they were doing that. If Anti-Mage was up there, I would have died. But then all of a sudden we're like, hey guys, let's push this middle tower back a little bit. And then it's like, oh, Anti-Mage is there. I'm at low health. This might not be a good idea. But then I'm like, this person's with me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You just gotta use the mind games, especially with numbers. He could have killed me. He could have died as well. It's a complete possibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Use my haste rune so I can bottle up while I run down here to. What was I trying to do down here? I guess just help out these kids. Try to kill Storm Spirit. Think about that. Change my mount on the direction. Go up this way. See that fatty is just. Oh, he's dead though. Aw, he died before I could do anything. He didn't run where I thought he would, and then Puck comes out like, sup people. And at this point I got my ultimate, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I can do it. And I'm like, oh no! They're trying to get away! Never! So I just got that perfect stun off on Puck. I was actually waiting for Puck. I'm gonna rewind that. I guess that was a while. Let me see. Okay, so here comes Witchy. And then, let's see what happens. I do that, the silence. I start running around looking for an angle. I see he starts that. I'm like, oh, Puck disappeared. Shoot! Bam! And I barely managed to nick the Puck, and that just made it all worth it. And then he started pinging. He's like, dude, the tree line. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I will investigate. So I go to investigate, and I land right on him. So you know, that was something. I was like really distracted by that perfect little remnant shot that I didn't even notice he ran into the tree line.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not the best gameplay, I admit, but you know, still pretty good. Luckily, everybody else noticed it and pinged it, so it's not like anything happened. So you know, we take a tower. They put up the shield. It doesn't do anything. I don't know why they put up the shield. They only had one hero down there. So in my opinion, that's kind of a waste of a shield. Glyph fortification. Excuse me. I just get my portal and I go back to mid tower because Silencer is being a dickwad and just pushing it. I didn't even care there was an anti-mage. I just played back a little bit behind the tower with my creep. I was checking runes, saw my regen rune, realized my bottle needed some refillings, and I go down for it. Doom was just like trucking on by, looking all doom and like, you turn around? Question mark?
Dire's middle tower.
I don't know what he's trying to. So I just came in here to spook him. I had 4 remnants. I'm like, I could kill one of these guys, right? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't drop one. Oh wait, it was the HH? It might have been the HH. Yeah, I guess it was the HH. Yeah, we gotta deny that tower. Who's
Dire's
already got an
middle tower has
HH?
been
How far in the
denied.
game are we? Oh, it might have just been last... I don't know what it was. Last word, maybe? Yeah, last word makes more sense than an HH at this point in the game. I'm just gonna go with that, because I don't quite know Anti-Mage's... Silencer's abilities. I don't like Silencer. I tried to play them, like, twice, maybe a few times. I don't like him too much. He seems too, he's too quiet. Like, he's a really, like... He's not as strong and silent, but silent type. He's just like a silent type, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Excuse my puns. I'm like, what do I want? What do I want? Where is it? Okay, let's get the Orb of Venom. I'm so used to making Perseverance, I nearly got Perseverance. Did I need that? No, but you know, I don't know if something was gonna go down. And plus, these guys aren't being too aggressive. I had plenty of remnants, so I didn't care either. That was a miss on my part. I admit. I'm like, stop running away. You're freaking annoying. So I fixed that problem. Now you'd think that like a frickin' stone hitting anybody in the back at like Mach 10, like pulling a remnant would do a lot more damage and wouldn't go through people either. You'd think it'd just like shatter upon impact, or just like shatter them upon impact or something. Like, but instead it just warps right through them. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I think here I'm just trying to go get a warp skull real fast. I don't know why I was checking those creeps. I just like seeing what spawns. I don't know. I'm just used to like if you jungle as like a enchantress or a Shen, you just like looking at the what spawns, because some of them are pretty cool. Like that one dude that does 400 damage to illusions is pretty funny, especially against the Terrorblade. And we're like, oh, Shen, hello. So I started pushing tower. They had Silencer, who really isn't too big of a deal right now. Because, yes, they can silence, but hey, we got two really dirty melee heroes here, too. All those remnants, all the remnants must be dropped. All the silencers are to be stunned. Come on, pull it. Oh, nope. Keeping track of your remnants in battle is really difficult. I know it seems sloppy, it looked like I wasted one, but it's like sometimes you can't be sure like about your remnants placement. It could just be like a fraction off and you're just gonna miss, so I just use a fresh one. It's not like it matters too much. I was guessing we'd have a big deal of time before a big gap of time before the next big battle, because we were just spanking them too much. And I feel like Puck is kind of salty about being 1 in 5. You know, at first I thought Anti-Mage was trying to do pew pew pew, but it's uke, 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 or is it whip? I don't know what it was. If that's supposed to be like something with a pew, tell me. But I don't know what that is. Weird name. So Puck comes over here to play. I'm like, awesome, let's play. I'll just do that. Silence. Come on, pull the silence. Pull anything. You could do it. Nah, whatever. I'll just go with the remnant kills. Remnant kills are fine. And the stun! Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know. When I get ultimate, I've been trying to get better at it with it, but usually I just throw down just start throwing down remnants because they start freaking out about getting ultied. But recently, like not right there, but recently, I've been worrying more about remnant conservation and microing with my remnants more. And I've seen fantastic results, like dropping a remnant, silencing an entire team, and then using that same remnant to stun the entire team, or like, and then dropping a new remnant with which I roll off of out of the battle or into somebody else to do more like to focus damage, and then like it just helps you control the battle more. It's really tricky though because you have to time your like remnant drops, and you can't be distracted when that 6-second timer comes up or that 5-second timer comes up. Yeah. Also, like if you do it too fast, like a remnant drop and pull, it won't pull the remnant. I don't know, like you kind of saw it there. Well, they just died a lot. That's pretty cool. Thanks to Witch Doctor, we got some heals going. But yeah, I try to pull that remnant, but if your connection is not the best, or like you just do it too fast,
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's really hard to do the drop pull right away because you could try it too soon and the remnant doesn't hit the ground yet. And if you keep clicking, it seems to be like slightly unresponsive, or at least that's what I've noticed. So sometimes it just won't work out too well. I mean, that kind of goes with all of our spirits, like our spirits pull and his push. Because sometimes I've had it happen to me, like twice. You'll just punch a remnant and it'll just like completely sideways, and it'll just piss you off. It's like there's an axis, and instead of following the Y that you punched it, it just goes to straight up X. It's really annoying. Straight up, guys, straight up. I just realized I said straight up like 19 times. I apologize. I also realized I just made that sim a little bit larger than it actually was. I also apologize. I'm like, why isn't it dropping out too far? Boom! I didn't know Puck was there. I just kind of did that for the lulz, because I just wanted to see all of the creeps die as a boulder just punched through them, you know?
Perfect location.
Yeah, he wasn't running where I thought. I thought he'd try to go down that little alleyway, like towards near the remnant area, but you know he didn't. So.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So that made me miss. I should have shot it down a bit more, but I couldn't see, as you saw. I usually take blind shots. Half the time they pay off, half the time they don't, but you know, that's what I get for not looking. If I do look, at like 90% of the time I hit them, unless they just juke it out last second. Which doesn't happen too much, because I'm pretty good at predicting and wait till a save time to shoot. Right now I'm worried about them pushing towers. I don't want any creep damage on towers, because I want to hold these until we can take one more of their towers, and then I'd be willing to risk more.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Also, I feel like protecting Dire's top tower is pretty safe. For some reason, the top tower is usually the last one to fall, and the longer you can, and the more you can prolong that, the better. Or at least that's my opinion. Usually, I see people push up right here on the hard lane, or straight up mid. It's just usually left alone because it's just so far away. But I also don't want creeps pushing it, so I try to keep that going as long as I can as like a last defense in a way. Like, okay, well, if they push these guys and takes my racks, I still have that top tower 2 towers up, so I don't have to worry about that for a little bit. That's my opinion, but what do I know? I'm just a earth spirit rolling around and doing boulder things. I'm just like watching. I'm like, Doom's got this, right? Doom's got this totally, and Doom got it. So you know, that's the thing. I wanted to go just do stuff. I probably should have ran mid. I really wanted to refill my bottle, but this guy's like, let's push. I'm like, fine. Why did I get Orb of Venom, you might ask? Well, I wanted some slow. Orb of Venom rocks, guys. Orb of Venom rocks for slow. If you're a bounty hunter, get Orb of Venom. Please. If you're like a Ricky, you can get Orb of Venom. You can chase him down much more efficiently. I'm like, run away, guys. And then I'm like, oh, well, regen rune. He's like, I need the regen rune. Because I actually checked him. Like, I checked him right there, and he had a bottle. I'm like, okay, well, you know. As you can see, like, I actually did the the thing I was talking about, microwing during the remnant. It's pretty difficult to do in a big team battle, but like, you know, a 3v1, or 4v1 right there, that is really easy. Or like even if it's just 2 people, you can micro it pretty well, but as soon as it gets into a team battle, it gets a lot more stressful. And in a team battle, I'm more worried about remnant placement affecting the entire team. Like, you don't want to drop a remnant off on on the outskirts of the battle and only kill one dude. Well, you can if that dude's at low health, but usually you want to take out like everybody's health equally. Actually, I was rolling up here to punch the life stealer into him, but I started the roll. It takes like 2 seconds to charge up, and then you actually start rolling, and then he died. I was really disappointed, because it would have looked epic just to punch a life stealer directly through, dude. So we just go, we just ruin his day. And I somehow get both kills, and I'm not gonna argue with it. Right now my dude's like a dirty like chase downer. Because with this build, this is a nice chase down build in my opinion. You got boots, you got some passive heals, you can have a bottle. What could you have in there? You could have like a haste rune, a regen rune. That just lets you chase down more, and then you get, if you get Orb of Venom, that 12% melee slow, guys, that's really good. That's like almost like countering any phase boots they might have. And then if you throw your own phase boots on top of that, good job, man. Got the stun off. Puck died, so the stun was completely worth it. I keep looking down at at Doom. Puck's pissed because that stun got him.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Actually, after this, I might show you a game where there's a really salty Sand King, where I actually silenced and or stunned him the entire game, and I felt kind of bad because he's like, dude, I guess I'm just not good, guys, because my moves just haven't been going off like at all this game. I'm like, well, you know, that's kind of my bad, because I kind of am your exact counter. Here's a little cut. I tried to tell people, go there, go there. I wanted to do some swag strats and just pull them up a ledge, but no. They had to take the long way. And then get into a fight up there, which you'll see in like a second. That makes me have to run all the way back. But for now, Night Stalker. My main squeezed. I kept hitting freaking creeps instead of him. It was really annoying. Yeah, he just healed a lot. Whatever, he's ultimated. Doom used his little Doom blast. Not his Doom, but his little move that I forget that actually does more damage depending on their level. Which I think is a really stupid thing. But I guess it makes him a little bit more balanced. But still have the chance to be overpowered. Well, we have this little soiree going on down here. I wanted to see what was happening. So I always look at minimap. I look at minimap constantly throughout the game. So I always see like every little engagement. I don't know what he thinks he's doing with that. I was ready for him. I was just moving up a bit. And I get the kill somehow, which I'm happy about. It's like when you're trying to catch a frisbee, you gotta predict where it's gonna land to get it, you know what I mean? And I did not feel guilty about that at all. Don't you worry, I did not feel guilty. Okay, I felt a little bit guilty. I actually said sorry to the Doom, but you know. Yeah, Puck kind of gave up. Puck does what I do when I'm just getting roasted. I just kind of like, well, you know, you got me. You got me, guys.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, level 17, not even 30 minutes into a game, and doing like 150 damage a hit. It's really nice. Not like some really nice items. Way too much money. I stopped caring about money because like I just had so much. I probably should have bought something. If you're watching that the whole game, like, why isn't this dude buying stuff? I'm like, I don't feel like they could kill me right now. I honestly don't feel like they could kill me at this point. Unless y'all got day guns and just Shrek me.
Is under attack.
But I didn't feel like they would do that. Because then they'd have to worry about everybody else. Day guns would not be the most effective thing.
Is under attack.
So, I'm just buying it there. And you're gonna see me derp up a little bit, but that's to come. That stalker's running, that guy's disabled, these guys are going. Get the punch off! And it works! Goal! It's like playing soccer when that happens. I get so excited. I'm like, hey, give me my frickin' Reaver. And he's like, no, I'm just gonna give you your bottle right back. I'm like, get back here. So I just get frustrated, drop the Reaver, put the bottle in it, and then take the Reaver.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's what made me remember this game. Because I had to do that again, but it actually worked, and it gave me the Reaver. I guess I could have just rearranged where it was in the carrier, but that was like too amazed how awesome we were doing to really care. So these guys come to play, and I'm like, oh, well, that's awkward. Because these guys are kind of ultimated. We do lots of damage, and they're very squishy, so I was fine with that. And if he wanted to do that, that's cool too. He just killed himself, my man. Yeah, I gotta run right now.
Radiant's Ancient.
Night Stalker's like, I got to kill him, but Night Stalker dies too, so it's all good. I was actually getting ready to punch my one remnant back into him.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
I'm just watching the fireworks go off at this point. GG. I throw it down. I always GG before the game ends. I GG when we attack the Ancient, because almost every time I play and I win, I don't feed off Fountain. I don't know if you guys do that, it's kind of gay, but I don't feed off Fountain. I always just kill Ancient as fast as possible, be courteous. Report mid. That was Puck. So yeah, that's the special thing. I didn't die. I went 16, I went 13. And honestly, that's like the best I've ever done as far as like KD goes. Like having infinitely more kills than deaths is kind of a big thing. As far as like multiplication goes. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, I rolled with pretty cheap items for most of it. And Lincoln Sphere helped out a lot with like they only had like a few casts that I had to worry about, so I did get Lincoln Sphere for that reason. I didn't explain it because I just forgot to mention it. But that was like a team where I didn't really need to worry too much about like big group castings, because they'd mostly be worried about like maneuvering around battle and casting, like especially with Puck and a Storm Spirit. But yeah, like it stopped Silencer from pissing me off too much with his silences, and it kept Night Stalker from hitting me with his little Bat Gale thing. I forget what it's called. But yeah, those are my items, and that was my score, and I hope you guys liked the game. So see you later.